Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, you're in for a little bit of a story. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about what happened to my C8 Z06. I kind of got scammed by my dealership. You guys interpret how you want it. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about how it started and how it's going right now. My car arrives in 10 days at the time I'm filming this video. I cannot take delivery of the vehicle because the promises that were made to me are no longer being upheld. The C8 Z06 came out about 2 years ago now. I had two vehicles on order when the Z06 came out. I had a Bronco, which we took delivery of about 7 months ago, 8 months ago, and I had a Nissan Z on order, which I still haven't taken delivery of because my dealer has had no updates. I don't really have intention of taking delivery of the vehicle, but I have never told my dealership I have no intention of taking delivery of the vehicle. I'm supposed to be number 2 on their list and have zero communication from them at all on when that car is going to arrive, or just zero communication following up literally about anything after I went in and told them I want to place the order. The reason I ordered the car but had no intention of taking the order was simply because of this. The Z06 came out. When the Z06 came out, I said, forget the Z. I kind of want to go after the Z06. I went and searched for an allocation, and I got one. I was promised a little bit over sticker. 10, 15,000 at the most. And I told them I don't really want to pay 20. I want to pay close to 5 to 10 over, and they promised they would make that happen. And this was 2021 December-ish. Fast forward to about a year ago. I have all the receipts, by the way, of everything. All the text message confirmations about everything that has gone on. I can verify this all on the phone if I need to. I've been talking to him on and off for about a year at this point. So I'm going to fast forward to December of 2022. He says, I do not have an update on the car. I have not heard back. Do you want the 2LZ, 3LZ? And I said, I want the 2LZ. And he said, perfect. Once I'm able to order one, I'll get the color in and the options and everything like that. And I specifically told him 2LZ at this point. And he's like, yeah, some of the bigger dealerships have already got their cars, blah, blah, blah. A couple months goes by. And then things kind of passed. September goes by, November, end of the year goes by. And apparently the manager quits his job, leaves his job, finds a new position in December of 2022. And he has no updates. He has not updated me. He didn't update the dealership, apparently, on what's going on with the situation of the car. And they don't know I exist at this point. January, February, March goes by. I'm very busy during the beginning of this year. Like, insanely busy that I wasn't even worried about getting a Corvette at the time. May goes by. June comes. Text him, hey, updates on the car in May or June, I forget. Hey, any updates on the car? I've been insanely busy those last like 5, 6 months or so. No response. I text him back a month later. Hey, any update on what's going on with the car? He texts me back. I don't work at the dealership anymore. The new guy has all your information. And I go, okay. I kind of suspected he was ghosting me a little bit for a good reason, and now I know. And I'm pretty sure at this point that the dealership is going to start playing games. And they kind of start playing games. I walk into the dealership. He looks me in the eye and tells me he has no idea what I'm talking about. The car is arriving in 2 weeks from now, and he has no one on order to buy the car. And I said, weird that your manager, the manager, and the head of the company both knew who this car was going to. So at this point, apparently they have no idea who I am. Now, I should have shown my face a couple of months earlier, but there are certain reasons, and I was not concerned about buying the car at the beginning of the year because I had bigger things to worry about. And now the car is arriving in 10 days or so. They say it's in production at this moment in time, but I haven't seen anything, and I didn't really care to see. They ordered the 3LZ car. They knew I wanted a 2LZ car. He knew. He should have already put that order down. He should have already written that down, all of these different things. But he didn't. They ordered the 3LZ, which is a higher sticker, about $20,000 higher than what I wanted to pay, is what the sticker of the car is, right? And that's including my over sticker fee. And I said, okay, I might still consider buying this car, even though it's way, 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 way over the sticker I was originally intending to buy it for. But I still wanted the same deal. I still wanted 5 to 15 over sticker. And he's like, okay, well, I have to talk to my boss. 2 days later, he calls me back. Yeah, so I talked to my boss. He doesn't know who you are either. We didn't know this was going on. We're $45,000 over sticker, and that's not negotiable. You kidding me? You gotta be kidding me. I, for 2 years, have been on this dealership to give me this car. The guy quits, and in that matter of a couple of months, everything goes down. I should have been on top of them, but there was bigger things that I was worrying about at the time. And this isn't like the first time this has happened with this dealership, or the second. This is the third time this has happened with the dealership where they continue to ignore my order. My Z was placed through the same dealer network. My Bronco originally was placed with this same dealer network. I switched dealerships for my Bronco because they didn't really care to respect my order whatsoever. Probably because they had 10, 15 others where they're like, you'll get yours in like 3 years from now, don't worry about it. I went to a different dealership. They were actually nice about it. I was okay with waiting. I knew I had to wait, but I got shown no respect at that dealership. It's kind of annoying, frustrating, that this is the third time from the same network that I have been kind of kept out of the loop. I have gotten screwed over a car. The Bronco, I had to wait an extra 6 months or so, 3 to 6 months, because my dealership, the original dealer, refused to put my order through. The Z, I followed up one time with them. That's kind of what I feel like happened with the Z06. They realized they were selling it too cheap, and they just said, throw this order in the garbage. Let's order it the way we want it. Now I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt on this one. I probably shouldn't, but I will. I will believe them that they did not know who I am. But you see how it looks. You see how it looks. And they're not really doing anything or concerned about doing anything with me to make it better in any way. To say the very least, I'm not going to be buying a car from them at this point. And I have, in fact, bought cars from them before. But now the question is, what do I do? The Z06 was a safe choice. If I took delivery of it like the car's coming now, I could drive it around being a little bit over sticker and sell it in about 6 months to a year. My plan was never to keep the car a long time. My plan was to get out of it, break even out of it, and drive it and enjoy it for a little bit. And basically have a free experience other than gas and insurance of a Z06. But I can't go to a different dealership and put a new order in. Because if I put a new order in, then by the time the order comes, the cars are going to be selling near sticker or under sticker, because the cars will depreciate. If you paid over sticker for a Z06, anywhere from 40 to 100,000 over, you're kind of going to get played in the end, because they're going to start selling under sticker. That's all I got for the video. That's all I wanted to say. That's what happened when I made Z06 order, and there's really nothing I can do about it other than sit here and complain. This is the only time I'm going to bring it up going into the future. This is the last time we're going to talk about it. Unless the dealership decides to call me back and we go take a look at the car. That might happen, but other than us looking at the car that was supposed to be mine, I don't think we'll ever talk about my Z06 order in the future. I'm very disappointed in the dealership. I can't say I didn't see this coming though.